Being someone who loves folklore and urban legends, I've read about all sorts of different creatures and beasts. And some of the scarier things I've read about can be linked directly to Native Americans. Native Americans are very in tune with the earth and all things nature. They also have a strong belief in the spirit world. One of the first creatures I remember hearing about was the Thunderbird. A bird so large it fed on whales, with lightning flashing from its eyes. It's also said that it brings storms and rain. It was also believed that a sacrifice was needed to the beast to prevent it from destroying entire tribes. There have been modern-day sightings of a large bird. In the 40s, there were several sightings in Illinois and Missouri. One sighting, the onlookers thought it was a plane, but as they watched, they noticed the wings flapping. One of the scarier sightings takes place in Lawndale, Illinois. It was late in the evening on July 25th of 1977. 3 young kids were playing in the backyard when 2 large birds chased them. One of the boys was grabbed by one of the birds and lifted off of the ground and carried. The boy was able to fight free, luckily. The description given is similar to a condor, but condors are not known to have talons strong enough to carry a young boy. Also in 2002, a large bird with a wingspan of around 14 feet was spotted. It was described as looking like something out of Jurassic Park. Could it be a case of misidentification? Or are there certain condors that are growing to a massive size? Now, I do know that me and my wife did see a large bird a few years back. I'm not sure of the size, but I know its wingspan was much larger than the native birds. Now, anytime that we cross that mountain, we make sure to have the camera ready, just in case, because I would love to know what it is. I've seen condors, but I've never seen one up close, so I do not know if that's what it was. But I know it was not a turkey vulture or a black vulture, which are the native birds. Another would be Sasquatch. I thought about not adding this one to the list because there are so many other cultures that share similar creatures. But seeing as Sasquatch is one of my favorites, I wanted it here, and honestly after thinking about it a little bit, I felt it should be here. We all know the tales of Sasquatch. It has been seen everywhere, and basically every state in the US and all of Canada have a tale of Sasquatch. The names may be different, but they are all tales of large, hairy, ape-like creatures that walk upright like humans. Though most encounters with this beast end up with the creature retreating to the wild, there have been reports that the creature would throw rocks at people. And a creature upward of 10 feet tall and as powerful as it is, if it does attack, there is likely little we could do without a firearm. We have all seen or at least heard of the Patterson-Gimlin Film, and it is the most talked about footage when discussing Bigfoot. Me personally, I've never seen a Sasquatch, and I honestly don't know how I would react. A sane person would likely run in terror, but I've loved this creature for so long, I would likely try to make contact with it. And I'm not sure that that would be wise. All I know is that if I ever encounter a Sasquatch, I certainly hope to have a camera, because it's certainly something I want to document. A similar Native American creature is the ice giant. The difference is that it was once human, and it had committed a crime, and as punishment its heart was turned to ice, and the soul is trapped in a troll-like beast. It eats any human that it comes in contact with. One of the things I came across was the water panther. And to be honest, I'd never heard of this before I started research for this video. And from what I have found, it is described as having the body of a feline, usually a cougar or lynx, with scales and sometimes feathers along its back. It also has horns and a long tail. It lives in opposition to the Thunderbird. They are believed to live in the deepest parts of lakes and rivers. It is known for guarding large copper deposits in the Great Lakes region. In the 1840s, there was a copper rush. There was a great suffering and many people and ships fell victim. Now, one of the more popular is the Skinwalker, which is somewhat similar to a werewolf, but a Skinwalker has the ability to turn into any animal. The Skinwalker is a Navajo witch. Some believe that it can also steal the face of other people or mimic a human voice. Navajos refuse to talk about skinwalkers because they fear that if they talk about the creature, it will appear. In order to become a skinwalker, you must kill a family member. Skinwalkers are said to use mind control to inflict harm or even death. Although the Navajo have tales of this creature going back decades, there have been several sightings by others since the 60s. In 1987, a Flagstaff woman's mutilated body was found, and one of the beliefs was that it was a skinwalker. In 2014, a geologist was working in an oil field when he saw a skinwalker. Unfortunately, the Navajo typically remain quiet when it comes to skinwalkers. But if you encounter a skinwalker, do not show fear, because if you stand up to it, it's less likely to harm you. One way to harm a skinwalker is to track it and discover who it is. And by speaking their name, they will lose their powers, become ill, or possibly die. And one way to kill the beast is with a bullet coated in white ash. Another very popular creature is the Wendigo. There are different beliefs as to what the creature may actually be. Some say that it's a monster, others that it's an evil spirit that possesses human beings, turning them into a beast. But the Native Americans' version is that of a man, who through the use of magic became the creature, and the Windigo is formed once the human resorts to cannibalism. A Windigo is the embodiment of greed and gluttony, eating until there is nothing left, then dying of starvation. They are known for their desire to consume human flesh. The appearance of the Windigo is a creature standing over 15 feet tall, extremely thin with glowing eyes and a long tongue. And some have yellowish skin, while others are described as having matted fur or hair. Also, some are said to have antlers or horns, and others do not. But there are also others describing this as a giant with a heart of ice or body being encased in ice. One thing is certain, they have the smell of death and decay, and though they are frail looking, they are extraordinarily strong and agile. There have been countless sightings of the creature in the northern US and Canada. And in Ontario there is the Cave of the Windigo, which has several cave paintings of the beast, and the cave may possibly be home to a Wendigo. In 1907, Jack and Joseph Fiddler were set to stand trial for murder. They stated they had killed 14 Wendigos. Jack committed suicide before trial. Joseph, however, did stand trial and was convicted of murder. Further appeals secured his release, but he died 3 days prior to his release. In doing the research for the Windigo, I found many different descriptions and beliefs of the creature, which may simply be due to the differences of the humans that's being possessed by the creature. Another creature that I have found that is known for eating humans is the Cannibal Dwarves, said to be a small magical creature the size of children with dark skin and extremely aggressive. Some say they have the power of invisibility, but others say it's due to their speed and it makes them difficult to see. Luckily, these creatures are now thought to be extinct, all were killed off in an ancient war. Then there is Two-Face, also known as Double Face or Sharp Elbows. It's said that if you make eye contact with the second face, you would either die or become paralyzed with fear. Some say this creature will frighten misbehaving children, but others say that it takes pleasure in torturing people, preferably children and pregnant women. It's believed that this creature is a woman who, after attempting to seduce the sun god, was turned into this monster. Hey guys, what's up? Hope you enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed doing the research on this video. Although I'd heard of most of these, it was interesting because some of the descriptions or traits vary. One thing I kept thinking about when researching these beasts is that we all have our inner demons. And maybe these are just monsters that are created when one allows their demons to take control of them. I know this was just scratching the surface, and I really want to do more videos on folklore, but I will only do that if it's something you guys would like to see more of. So if you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments below, and like and share the video, guys. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if there's something paranormal or folklore related you would like me to do a video on, let me know in the comments. Also, if you have a story you would like me to do on the channel, email it to me. My email will be in the description below. Also, if you do send me your story, please provide consent for me to use it. And to the people that have subscribed to the channel already, I really do appreciate it. It means the world to me that people actually take time out of their day to watch my videos. And like I said, I really love doing this video. This was one of the more fun videos that I've done because it required a little bit of research, and like I said, some of the creatures that I talked about in this video I simply had never heard of before. And it was just a lot of fun reading about different things because I simply love the paranormal. I really do. Anything like that, anything related to cryptozoology or folklore, it's just one of those things that I have a huge passion for. And just getting to read about these different creatures, it really was a lot of fun. And I'm glad that I had the chance to do this. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. And I just want to say thanks again for watching and have a great one, guys.